ท่านอาจารย์ she is a high mother, so she's been to the discussion for a couple of times, but I think she's really curious about the word Dhamma. Could you please explain to her because she has no understanding of that word?
What is real now is Dhamma. So Dhamma is whatever is real appearing right now. So can you give example? What's Dhamma? Because Dhamma is real. It's a reality. It shows up right now. At moment of seeing, it's there. Hearing, smelling, tasting, every time in life, each moment. So can you give me please, what is Dhamma after you heard about the explanation?
Ví dụ mình đang ngồi đây có phải là Pháp không?
So sitting here, is that Dhamma?
Okay. Is sitting or seeing right now?
Ví dụ con đang ngồi ở đây thì có phải là Pháp không? Đang ngồi đây thì có phải đang thấy không? Có thấy không? Có thấy không? Có thấy không? Có thấy.
Yes, there is seeing now.
At moment of seeing, what is seen?
Thấy đang ngồi để nghe Ajahn giảng pháp. Được thấy.
What is seen now? We're seeing right now. So what is seen?
Cái được thấy bây giờ là thấy đang được nghe Ajahn ạ.
She's seeing Ajahn now and listening to you.
Am I appearing? Oh, what appears at this moment in this room? In this room, what appears? I or whatever?
Thật là mình đang hiện tại có mặt ở đây.
She still thinks that we are here, present here. She has no understanding.
I understand that, yeah. But it's time for everyone to consider that which is now appearing. Not just the word hearing and understanding the meaning, but in truth, what is there should be thought about carefully. For everyone right now, it's time to understand that which appears and that which sees. If I'm invisible, can there be the idea that I'm sitting here? Oh, invisible.
Okay.
No, Ajahn.
That's why what is seen.
Nếu không thấy, nếu mình không nghe.
Before there can be the idea of many people and things around. What is there before thinking about people and things? Before thinking about people and things, what is seen? Is there something seen? In order to understand Dhamma, it's not easy at all. We can understand the meaning of the word, it's there, but the truth that it's nothing, no one at all. Only that reality which appears when they're seeing, that's all. So now, who understand the truth of that which is seen, see, the word is there to be known. What is seen is seen. Shape and form to be taken for someone and something or many things around, one by one. But who understands the nature of that which can be seen? only. Because there is always the idea of someone and something all the time. No thought about the reality which appears to be seen, different colors, different shape and form, to be taken for this or that. But in truth, it's only that which is seen, no one there at all. In order to understand Dhamma, it has to be moment of understanding the nature, the true nature of that, which appears, for example, now, without seeing what is there now, cannot appear at all. But at moment of what is there appearing, the idea about that comes in instantly by shape and form, the contrast of different colors to form up the nimitta, the sign of something taking all the time. That's why we have to understand each reality which is now appearing as no one, anatta. How long will it take to let go the idea of I, things around? It's only at moment of hearing, considering, gradually, little by little, by conditions. The most important thing is by conditions. Otherwise, it's I all the time. Try, even just a little bit. That is I. Even sitting now, what is there in truth? To understand that actually there's no one at all, there has to be the understanding of the truth of what is there. Just one reality at a time. Otherwise, it's not the understanding of anything when they are together. Condition the image of something to be taken for this or that. We don't have to translate? Okay, I see. So be truthful to the truth. How much understanding of what is seen now. It's only the idea, pariyatti, understanding the truth that since it's so true, it can be known, but not by I or someone or attachment and ignorance. It's impossible. Seeing right now, who pays attention to that which sees, not that which is seen. Same word, again and again and again. Never change because the truth cannot be changed at all. And when there's no moment of talking or thinking about it, there cannot be any understanding of the truth in life each moment. Seeing, hearing, smelling, tasting, touching, and thinking. Only 6 doorways is that which is there in life that can be known. Anyone can have question?
Yes.
I have a question, and that might help our Vietnamese friends a little bit. Therefore, when you say that we see, we smell, we taste, we hear, and we touch, and we think, that 6 doorway, isn't that we can realize Dhamma through only 6 ways or not? Thank you.
That's why only one doorway has to be known, just only one at a time. Otherwise, they are all mixed up by shape and form and idea of someone or something in life all the time, from birth to death.
Since each moment for each one doorway, that when we realize what we see is Dhamma, then other different moment, what we hear is Dhamma, and what we smell is Dhamma. Is that, do I understand correctly?
But what is there? Understanding. There is not just only one reality which is understanding. It needs other realities arising together, performing their function to condition moment of understanding. Because just hearing or seeing cannot understand anything at all. It just arises to see, that's all.
Exactly. I mean, intellectually or just by the book that I understand that, but I haven't realized the Dhamma or what actually happened in that particular fast lightning moment.
And that is thinking about it. Anytime after hearing, there's seeing, there's thinking about seeing, only thinking about it.
So if our friends here trying to understand, or if she trying to figure it out or have a definite questions of Dhamma, the word Dhamma, or what is Dhamma, how would you kindly explain that listening and hearing, I have heard it 1,000 times that we have to go step by step, and I know that we cannot speed up because it's according to what we had accumulated in previous life or in this life, or we listened well or not. But to just understand the concept,ท่านอาจารย์ that for our friends, that not to sway in other way, that what is Dhamma.
For anyone, everyone.
I'll just try to help with my own stupid way.
Who is saying, who's thinking, who's trying, who's wanting? Who knows? There is not just the reality which arises and experiences the object. Memory is there, see, which is not that which experiences the object, but it arises to remember, to take it for something. After moments of experiencing anything, it's always there, not the understanding, but only remembering, not with understanding, but with ignorance again and again. So now there's not just that which experiences the object, there's also memory as well, right now, who's who. That's why just understanding one characteristic of a reality is not enough at all. So in the beginning, very, very beginning, there has to be the understanding of the subtlety of what is there now. See, everyone knows moment of seeing, but I see. That's why before I go on talking about the very deep truth of whatever is there now, there has to be the understanding of the virtues of the Buddha. That after his enlightenment, after his very, very long periods of accumulation of understanding, it conditioned moment of understanding directly of what is the now as he taught. One reality at a time, so very subtle. If we don't talk about feeling now, Even there's feeling in whole life, no understanding of even feeling, no understanding of seeing, memory, and so on. That's why we learn to understand what is there now, little by little. So we begin with understanding the reality which arises and is the chief of the other reality which arises and experience the object by its own natural truth or characteristic. Remember, it cannot be the vijnana or citta which experiences, just experience the characteristic of that which appears, no matter through eyes or ears, nose, tongue, and touch. It's there now. See, everything we are talking about is there now. It is right now, but one only after another, only one at a time. Even it's so true, it has to be very firm confidence of the truth, never change at all. It's so honest to understand the truth, that how much understanding of what is there right now, or just hearing about it and read about it and think about it in the explanation in different manners or aspects, just to condition moment of developing the understanding of the reality which is the chief of experiencing. It's the master of the whole world in life, no matter whatever is there, it's there, but unknown. Nobody think about it at all, no thought about it, that even right now it's not that which is seen, but the reality which sees it. Anyone think about it? Or just heard about it? Again and again, and that is the only way. So no question for how to gain understanding, how to understand it without hearing the word of truth about it. How can there be understanding of that which is now? What is there now, as it is? So, what about now? Is there anything?
If you ask about now, I know that the thinking traveling so fast.
You can say that is thinking. What about hearing and seeing?
As you say that it's each moment when I'm thinking and then I'm not hearing anything, and I seem to be forgetful. But it's still, I'm not clear, but maybe some other friend or Kun Alberto might thinking clearly more than me when using a second language. But the thinking that happening so fast after you see, or as one see, or one's hearing something or tasting something, then the thinking just gone there, and even you taste the sweetness on your taste bud, then you start to thinking about the next dish of ice cream.
So now the thinking things, each word.
So is that the word for เห็นธรรมในธรรมไหมคะ
Not yet.
Not yet. All right. I thought that I'm เห็นธรรมในธรรม I'm in.
As easy as a pie, but it's so very deep, very subtle, because now it's thinking or it's seeing. To be truthful, see, to be truthful, is it seeing or thinking right now?
ช่วยกันตอบได้นะคะ
Is the seeing? Yes. Is that thinking? Yes. But this moment, is it thinking or seeing? Just a moment. That's why I begin to respect the Buddha. When there is understanding of what is there, is so very deep. Without his words about the truth, who can understand the difference between seeing and thinking? That's why just listen carefully to understand the meaning of each word, to condition moment of direct understanding of that which is there, just only one reality at a time. Otherwise, we just think about seeing and thinking. What about hearing? Without hearing, can there be the understanding of the meaning of the sound, as whether it's question or whether it's the answer, or what is there, by what kind of citta, the chief of experiencing the object with other mental factors, cetasikas, performing the function. Each one is different. The feeling is not memory. It's not phassa. We know the word. It's not manasikara, attention. That's why just listen to understand as much as conditions is there at moment of listening. Otherwise, it's at the moment instantly, because the sound's gone and the hearing's gone, and there are conditions for other thinking right now.
So when the sense of hearing arises and then it's gone, but then our memories remember that sound is gone.
Can we say the Pali term for it? Memory, it's sanya, and it is not citta, the chief of experiencing, but it's the mental factors. So sanya is that which marks and remembers what is there, experienced.
But when sanyas arise, it has to happen with the citta.
All the time, every moment, it's there, just marking the object.
Do you have questions, or otherwise I keep on asking? You should ask.
Yeah, good morning, Ajahn. Coming back to the same topic about seeing and thinking, I would like to have a bit of sharing and reflection. I just finished my pilgrimage trip, going to all the holy sites, and this is my second time to India. My first time 8 years ago, before I understand, or before I had in touch to any Buddha's teaching, I was here, and I visit all of the holy sites, and at that time, I was very emotional. I didn't know why, but I just felt like, something deeply touched. And from then on, I started to learn and understand more about Buddha's teaching. This is my second time when I come back to those places like Bodh Gaya and Kushinaga. The experience this time is very different. For example, when I was in Sravasti several days ago, I remember before 8 years ago, I was crying like for so long when I was there. But this time when I was there, first I feel when I understand, when I know that there is the place where Buddha spent many ran retreat in that place, I feel a lot of respect, a lot of many wholesome moments. But then when I remember that this is just, hearing, thinking, and the meaning that there was a Buddha, there was, the Sangha here, and there was many people. But that is just the meaning, the thought. That's just the thought. But what I felt at that moment was like it's just the body, me, seeing the scene, and then I just felt like it's just peace, nothing. It is not respect or disrespect, but it's just peace. And so what I feel like when we put the meaning into the forms, then the meaning will make us have the feelings to be followed. But when we can say that, it is just the meaning, in fact, it's just seeing in that moment, then sorry, I just explained very badly, but
is it easy?
Sorry?
Is it easy to understand each word of the teachings of the Buddha?
No, it is not easy at all.
So shall we begin with Dhamma, just one word, from the very beginning? Because now we have heard about the Buddha, the enlightened one. But if he just didn't say anything at all, can anyone know that he is the Buddha? That's why in order to understand his great virtues, very high virtues, we have to listen to the word that he just thought about, whatever is there now, the same as 3,000 years ago that he taught all around this place and other places. So now, it should be the understanding of what is the teachings of the Buddha. And he said, all Dhammas are anatta. Who knows what Dhamma is? To be anatta. See? But we follow the word, all Dhammas are anatta. But what is Dhamma? Is there Dhamma now? And what is meant by anatta? It's me, it's this person, that person. Where's the anatta? And what is anatta? So what is Dhamma? Only Dhamma, the understanding of Dhamma, is the moment of beginning to understand the absolute truth, the ultimate truth that actually all are Dhammas, so not atta, not anything at all. So now for everyone, what is Dhamma? Again and again, for those who have heard and understood, but what about direct understanding of what we have been talking about so long time ago, up to now? So even just the word Dhamma can condition moment of developing understanding of Dhamma right now. So what is Dhamma? Again, to be conditioned to understand it.
Yeah. So now in the present moment, there are seeings and thinking.
Okay. Just one reality at a time. What is seeing? There is seeing right now. Everyone can answer. But who realizes that it's seeing? Just seeing. So what is seeing? There is seeing, but what is seeing?
To me, the experience appears to be a few things come together. It is like seeing and the object to be seen the outside. but it also depends on when the attention is going to the outside, then I feel like I'm either attached to the outside or but when the attention is packed to the seeing, I feel like more peace, more so. But it feels to me like that they come together. The seeing and the object to be seen appears to be together, and also the meaning of the things of the object is also come at the same time. Yeah.
That is what you said. What did Buddha say?
Yeah, that's why I need to keep learning. Yes.
Is that seeing right now?
Yes, of course.
What is it? Only seeing, just seeing. Otherwise we think about so many things about seeing. But what is seeing? There is seeing right now. Can it be known? Can it be realized? Because it's so true, it's there now, to be known. But no understanding of seeing. That's why begin to consider. Just consider is there now. What is seeing? We have to start again in this land that Buddha taught about. Seeing, hearing. If it's so very shallow, not as deep, should he think about it or teach about it? Just seeing, and there is seeing. Is there any understanding of the truth of seeing? Otherwise, there can never be the understanding of any reality at all. Because now seeing is right now, but it's not understood yet. So how can there be the understanding of that which is not yet appearing like now? If seeing does not appear, or you think about other thing, what is the truth of the other thing you are thinking about? Long story about that. What is just one by one reality? And that is the way no one has accumulated the careful considering of the truth of one reality at a time, because as soon as that word or the reality which is stated, the idea comes in. Just follow the idea. What is Dhamma? It's a reality. Whatever is real is Dhamma, reality. Is that enough? Just follow the word. But to be careful, considering what is Dhamma? Is it real? Yes, it's real. Otherwise, no need to talk about it when it's not real. So, when it's real, is it there now? See, to know that what has to be understood, not just by thinking, but what is there appearing, has to be carefully considered about it. We heard about there is now the seeing. See, the seeing is there for sure. But what is it? The same word we have heard from the very beginning is there now. To begin to develop, to be acquainted to what is heard about, what is seeing. Otherwise, it's not time to get closer to understand the truth of the seeing right now. It's just a reality, but it's there now. What is meant by a reality which sees? More than that, not just a reality, the reality which sees now. So now, Is it exam?
สวัสดีค่ะท่านอาจารย์ Yeah. May I have your question again, please?
Yes.
Example about what appearing? Is that what you are asking?
What is seeing?
Seeing is seeing. Seeing is from what I've been learning. Seeing is citta.
Who doesn't know citta? See, but what is citta?
Citta
Now is a citta. So what
Yes.
is it?
is the knowing, something that arises just to know, just to experience the object.
Pass or not, Kun Alberto? To pass the examination.
It's the object, but which object? Experience an object, but what object experiences?
Yeah, like seeing object is the color, but in reality, it's already something already. It's not like just a color. We talk a lot about the brightness that caused that's conditions, but actually we don't really understand what seeing is actually. There's a lot about brightness or what which is seen, but what actually seeing is very deep.
That's what Ajahn explained is that we don't know nothing. We don't know about. We name it. We say citta. We say the chief of experiencing. But what is it? It's, we know the object, and the object is not citta. It's not citta. The object. Maybe it's just the word citta, but not the reality. The reality. It's just thinking about it. That's why we need the explanation of what actually citta is. What is it that which experience, and then we begin to think about it, which is not what is the experience. It's what it experiences, which is different from what it's experienced. And little by little, we will begin to see the difference between the two realities: the reality which experiences, and that which is. And that which is the object of the reality of that reality. So subtle, so.
Yeah, thank you very much. I better listen again and again, Ajahn.
Con xin chào Ajahn ạ. Con xin có một câu hỏi.
And I have a question.
Thực ra là khi học về Pháp thì có rất nhiều điều muốn hỏi. Nhưng hiện tại giờ phút này thì con muốn hỏi về hai việc. Thứ nhất là cái ý nghĩa của cái việc tìm hiểu về bóng ảnh, tức là nimitta trong học Pháp.
Any questions? So there are many questions when I study the Dhamma, but today I have two questions. The first one is, can Ajahn talk about the importance of understanding the nimitta in learning more about the Dhamma?
Understanding reality. The nimitta is understood. Everyone knows about nimitta. But what is seeing? Is seeing nimitta?
Cái thấy không phải là nimitta.
Yes, I know. Seeing is not nimitta.
Okay. What doesn't have nimitta?
Chắc là phải đến khi mình phải hiểu một cách đầy đủ và gọi là vô ngã hoàn toàn ấy, thì chắc không còn bóng ảnh.
I think until we can have a complete understanding of the anicca, then there would be no nimitta.
So, no answer for what is seeing. All about nimitta now. How come to be nimitta?
Nimitta tức là những cái còn lại sau cái thấy, cái nghe. Tức là vì con vẫn cứ ấn tượng cái câu nói của Ajahn trong một lần mà con được dự pháp đàm trực tiếp ở Thái Lan. Thì Ajahn có nói với con là tất cả chỉ là bóng ảnh.
Understand that the nimitta is what left after seeing and hearing. And I recall that last time when I met Ajahn explained that everything is nimitta. And I'm still impressed.
Why is nimitta? Why everything appears as just nimitta?
Là vì có lẽ mình chưa có cái hiểu biết thực sự về Pháp.
Maybe because there's not yet deep enough understanding of the Dhamma.
That's why I begin again. Just to understand the truth of what is there, more and more, to realize the truth.
Có nghĩa là con phải cần suy xét và cần phải hiểu nhiều hơn về các pháp và các lời dạy của Đức Phật. Và cái điều này nó không thể trong ngày một ngày hai, nó là một cái quá trình và phải khởi tâm nhiều hơn ạ.
That means that you remind me to keep considering and learn more about the Dhamma and have more consideration in it.
So we'll begin again and again and again. What are there now?
Hiện luôn hiện giờ là có cái thấy và có cái nghe.
They're hearing and seeing.
They are nimitta. See? What are there now? No understanding of the truth. So what is now? Only nimitta of everything. Because whatever arises falls away in split seconds. Quicker than that. In split seconds of split seconds. So there is the nimitta of seeing, not just only one moment of seeing. Can anyone experience only one seeing? That's why now there must be many moments of seeing, which condition nimitta of seeing only. And then nimitta of that which is seen. In a moment, can it be a person, a table, or it's that which is seen before there can be the idea of table of things of people. This is to learn to understand that we are in darkness of ignorance. Even light, but ignorance is there, so dark, because it cannot understand the truth of what is there now. No matter you might turn on the light, the whole world, anywhere, but ignorance is there. Because no understanding what appears as light or darkness in truth, what is it? No understanding of anything at all. That's why just this life is the life of accumulating right understanding by conditions. Otherwise, it cannot be right understanding of reality if it's not by conditions, because it's by me adding more ignorance and attachment. So what is the benefit of coming here and talk about this moment?
Lợi ích của việc tới đây chính là để con có cơ hội được hiểu biết hơn các pháp, tức là các cái lời dạy của Đức Phật ạ.
To have an opportunity to gain more understanding about the teaching of the Dhamma.
Please say it again.
Và vì thế con không ngại nói lên sự thật về những cái điều con chưa hiểu biết ạ.
And the meaning of going here is to gain more understanding, and that is why I'm not afraid of sharing what I don't know.
Understanding what?
Tức là hiểu về những lời dạy của Đức Phật, về những cái hiện thực từng khoảnh khắc đang diễn ra. Con có thể hiểu từ các qua cái cách học từng câu từ, nhưng mà để có thể cái kinh nghiệm trực tiếp của con hoặc là cái tích lũy của con thì nó chưa đủ để cho con hiểu một cách gọi là sáng tỏ hoặc là xuyên suốt ạ. Cho nên trong con nó vẫn còn có những cái băn khoăn đấy ạ.
To understand what the Buddha teach about, I heard about each different moment and I learned about that, but I'm not really experienced that yet. So there is still unclear in my thinking.
To understand how much ignorance of whatever is there now appearing. Otherwise, one might think that one understands what is said enough, but in truth, just hearing the word of truth.
We still are ignorant, and yet we won't experience, probably not in this lifetime, experience the exact moment in each moment. So what remained in our thought is the nimitta, as you said it earlier. But if we continue to be careful and considering carefully which every word and trying to acquiring our understanding. So even though the experience of one moment will not happening that soon, but we will still have a chance. Is that true? That to understand one day, as many people have been accumulated in the eons.
To begin to be careful, considering of what is heard, just one word, Dhamma, seeing, hearing, and so on, that it's there now to be known, but that it's not enough conditions to understanding it as it is yet. That's why we hear about it, understand, to let go of the attachment or desire, wishes to experience it easily That is the hindrance when it's there. So after hearing, considering, understanding, it depends on conditions, what will be. And understanding has to understand that too.
Con xin phép là có thêm một câu hỏi nữa. Cũng là điều con
May I have a second question?
Là về cõi giới là có thật không ạ?
My question is the Bhumi real? Is the Riyam real? The different realm.
What does it mean? The realm, the Bhumi?
The Bhumi. Cõi có nghĩa là gì?
Là con hiểu nó là những cái cảnh giới khác nhau trong các cái kiếp của con người, hoặc là
I don't know the word. I understand that it's a different. Her use is a different world. Different world.
เขาถามถึงคำว่าภพค่ะ
Where are we now?
hiện giờ thì là
In the realm or none at all?
The answer is we are in the world of people, of the realm of the people.
That is one meaning of that which is there with that which experiences the object. But it's not only that. It means the realm or the bhumi of citta and cittasika, that which experience the object as being, living being. That's why there are many stages of the living being, citta, kama vajra bhumi, rupa vajra bhumi, arupa vajra bhumi. So it depends on we're talking about the realm of being right now and what kind of realm is there. It's the sensuous subject realm. Never go away from seeing that which is seen, hearing the sound, and so on. Still the world of sensuous subject, the sensuous world, kama bhumi. So kama means that which can be seen, heard, and so on. 5 doorways. What citta is there now? In what realm?
con nghĩ là con đang có tâm hoài nghi.
I think I have the doubt at the moment.
What realm? What realm?
Là từ cái hiểu biết về, tức là con đang, vì con mới thực sự tìm hiểu về giáo lý của Đức Phật một cách thực sự ấy ạ. Thì nói về đạo Phật thì có thể là đã nghe từ lâu và hiểu biết rất ít và tưởng rằng là mình đã biết rồi. Nhưng mà đến khi mà con được tiếp cận với cái giáo pháp hay là con theo con đường của Ajahn thì nó là một cái sự rất là thay đổi rất lớn trong cái nhận thức. Và con nghĩ rằng là nó luôn luôn đặt ra cho con rất nhiều những cái câu hỏi. Bởi vì nó có liên quan đến những cái mà một cái là hiểu biết về Pháp với một cái là về đời sống hàng ngày mà con chưa thể nào mà thích nghi ngay được. Đấy, nên con phát sinh những câu hỏi như vậy.
She was sharing something different.
Thì con thực sự thì con cũng chưa hiểu về các cái thuật ngữ này ạ.
So actually I don't have understanding of the term of the different bhumi, of different realm yet. I don't know.
And what world are we now?
thì con cũng chỉ biết là mình đang ở cái cõi giới của loài người thôi ạ.
Understand that this is a world of people, of human realm.
What bhumi is citta. We just pick up the word and try to understand it, but there has to be the understanding of the truth. What is there? No matter we're talking what the world or the bhumi of citta, but what about citta is not clear yet. So we just talk about the world and the bhumi of citta, but no understanding of citta yet. So first of all, there is always citta, no matter while one wakes up or while one is sleeping. What is there? See? No understanding or beginning to understand it. It's there, but so very subtle that it takes quite a long time to let go ignorance. That's why we learn about what are the absolute realities, which is cannot be anyone at all, but different realities, in order to understand who's the Buddha. And the enlightenment of the truth is the understanding what is there now, little by little, until it can realize the truth that what is there now arises and falls away. Otherwise, we just keep thinking about I, sometimes pleasant, sometimes unpleasant, sometimes see and sometimes hear, that's all. But it's still I. But in truth, now seeing is seeing. See, the best moment is to have more confidence of seeing, but it's conditioned to arise to see, and then gone instantly, unknowingly, but it's there to understand the truth of it, to prove about the arising and falling away. It's not just thinking, it's true. Until no one experiences it, understanding it, but it has to be right understanding, developed to the degree that it can let go, clinging, taking it for something seen and I see. And this is the point of listening to the truth, to consider by oneself, not just believe or follow the other's truth idea. It has to be one's own understanding, whether it's true or not, firm enough that the truth is there now, arising and falling away. No one knows because ignorance is there, taking it by nimitta as something all the time. So the hindrance is there, ignorance, attachment, not letting go, wrong understanding, because there is no understanding yet. That's why we learn to condition the arising of understanding from hearing, considering as pariyatti, very, very skillful to understand the truth of each word of the teachings, which conform what is there in Vinaya, Suttanta, and Abhidhamma. Is there citta in Vinaya? Is there citta in Sutta? Is there citta in Abhidhamma? Are they different? Or are they the citta? Absolutely, only the citta. One quality of truth, which is real. It cannot be other thing at all. And that is Satya, Dhamma, the truth of Dhamma. It's there as a reality, and its truth is that it's conditioned to arise, to be different, and then fall away instantly. But what is experienced has been accumulated from moment to moment. Otherwise, there cannot be a little more understanding of the truth of this moment. To be firm, confident that what we take for permanent being is actually just in a moment. Condition to arise, no one at all. So no one can do anything or cannot make anything arise at all. Or it's there now, or all are there now, are conditioned by so many conditions. For example, just seeing without the eyes, they cannot be seen. Without that which impinges on the eye base, they cannot be seen. Without the reality which is their condition to arise to see, they cannot be seen right now. It's better than just think by oneself, read the book and think about it. But each word should be considered very carefully. There is the reality which arises and experiences an object one at a time. So at moment of seeing, there is no hearing. But that which arises to see cannot be other reality. It has to be that one which is the chief of experiencing the difference of that which is experienced. The light blue, the dark red, and so on, different colors, by that which arises to experience the distinction of different reality one at a time. So there can be the idea about different shape and form. And if there is no thought about it at all, just live with ignorance and attachment endlessly and enjoy life so much.
ท่านอาจารย์คะ I was listening to the moment the latest topic we're talking about the poem, the pop, the realm. Do my understand correct that if we don't understand what is Dhamma and Citta to begin with, we shall not understand what is the realm or the poem. Like if we don't know our sense, six doorway, then we won't understand that we are in Kama Vajra Poom.
We think that it's permanent.
Right. And we want to accumulate boon to come back to this Kama Vajra Poom again and again, attachment.
Depending on conditions.
Yes. Thank you.
That's why, what about just hearing different words a lot? No understanding because I read, I understood. See, no understanding of the truth of each moment is so very short. So if we talk about other topics, what's the use? I would like to hear such and such topics. What for? Attachment? For sure. That's why Satya Parami, be truthful to the truth, is so very important, that it can condition higher understanding. Very, very little at a time with attachment. Otherwise, lopa or attachment hinders instantly. No way to understand the truth because attachment is there. Stick and cling to that very moment so very, very deeply. Right now, I am here. Is there any I or moments of that which arises and experience the object with that which does not experience any object at all, but it's there by condition? Like the idea, I'm sitting. See, can that which experience the object sit? See? But I am sitting. Ignorance of that which is there sees and thinks, and at that moment, what sit? So what sit? Any answer? Only answer, what sit? Can hardness sit? Can softness sit? Can smell sit? That's why reality is not sitting, but it's there any moment, sitting, smelling, tasting, walking, touching, all are Dhammas, but different ones. That's why no one there, because all are Dhammas. In split second and then gone. Life is so short. So that which cannot experience anything at all, is it life? See, so what is life? Does this have life? Why not?
You cannot experience, it's not real.
No experiencing at all. What about a mosquito? Or small ant? It's the life of such reality.
There are cheetah in
So, life is that which is there, arising with each moment of experiencing an object. It's there. In Pali, it is Chivitindriya Cetasika. See? And there is also Chivit the Rupa, but it cannot experience the object. But it's conditioned by Akama to be living body. As long as Kama condition that Rupa to arise. Because that which is not the reality which experience the object, but even so, they are different by conditions. That's why for human being, the Rupa is conditioned by Kama as eye base, ear base, and so on. The body base, all around the body. It's there as living Rupa. Even it's the reality which cannot experience the object, but it's different from the other Rupa because it's conditioned by Kama. From birth, some of Rupa are there by Kama, and later on, the eye and the ear arise when it's time to arise. By Kama again, even right now. And these are the teachings of the Buddha about the truth in life, every life. In the past, present, and future, it has to end up
ท่านอาจารย์คะ since you mentioned Rupa, yesterday at the Hindi discussion, at the end of the discussion, and I missed it, and I think I just heard some part at the end, that one Indian lady asking you about being a woman and study Dhamma. I would like to ask you to repeat that discussion again because I thought it was very interesting in the Iti Rup and Buddha Rup, and what is the difference since we mentioned Rupa now.
So many things to think about. For example, am I a doll?
No.
See, but is there a women doll?
No.
Really? Dress up like a girl, the doll?
No.
Really? You see that is the doll, girl, or boy, or soldier, or the president. Just the doll. But the real one is different.
Right.
So what makes it different? The doll is not living being at all, not conditioned by karma, but the shape and form and the dress is exactly the same, like a girl or a boy. But karma does not condition that doll to arise. But here depends on karma to have different color, shape and form to be known as this is a boy or a girl or a woman or a man.
So our Rupa or us individual Rupa, that's conditioned by karma.
One Rupa can be conditioned by one condition, karma.
But when all the small Rupa accumulated to be a bigger Rupa.
Really?
I don't know. I'm asking you,ท่านอาจารย์ I mean, I really don't know.
Can it grow up, the doll?
No.
See? But human being, no matter girl or boy, grow up. From moment to moment, from day to day, by conditions.
And then, what's the difference when all this, a girl and a boy?
The karma condition, the different rupa,
right?
Femininity or masculinity.
But it doesn't matter that the feminine or the masculinity would have
because
studied
when
Dhamma.
It's conditioned by masculinity, it grows up as different from the female. Femininity is there, a reality conditioned by karma. To be born, man or girl, must be by conditions.
But that such a condition won't stop us won't stop that rupa
by one karma from birth.
It's getting complicated.
So much. Endless study, consider, develop higher understanding or deeper understanding that actually what we take for being, human being or deva or animal are conditioned to be such and such by different kinds of karma. Even the color of the eye is conditioned by karma. The shape, the way it is, conditioned by karma.
And does our understanding also conditioned by karma?
What? Understanding what?
I mean, the condition that our understanding or be able to understanding or be able to considering, is that also conditioned by karma?
That's why we have to learn more about in life what are conditioned by karma. The birth moment and the bhavanka, the same karma condition it, not to die yet, but to carry on by karma until the end of karma. That's why some people die young and some people die old by karma. Can you ask to be more, even a moment, not to die yet? When time comes, impossible. All depends on conditions. And where to go and what next moment is by conditions too. So whatever arises is by condition only. To be a moment of seeing different objects, hearing, smelling, tasting, touching, all are the result of karma. Karma condition it to arise when time comes for that particular karma to condition to be blind or to be sick. That's why we have to know how many moments are conditioned by karma. Seeing, hearing, smelling, tasting, touching.
And the opportunity that we doing Dhamma discussion now is also conditioned by our karma, right, Ajahn?
And accumulation.
Yes.
If there's not very, very careful considering to condition moment of being wise or careful thinking, hearing Dhamma, understanding deeper by the accumulation of right considering or wise considering, that's why just begin to be careful considering of whatever is heard about what is there now. Otherwise, it's just the same. Just follow the other's word.
Considering the truth is it's intellectual understanding. It's by thinking, but it's thinking about the reality. There is some understanding of the reality by thinking about it. So it's not just the word like citta, thinking about the word citta, but by thinking about citta as thinking about the reality and beginning to getting closer to the reality by listening to the words, because the words is not just listening to the words. We also listen to to the chitta which speaks, and that and the chitta which speaks. It's either kusala or it's akusala. It cannot be vipaka. It cannot be kiriya. And we need to listen to the right words from the good friend to understand the teaching of the best friends, which is the Buddha. Otherwise, it's just the meaning of the word, thinking about not the reality, but the idea of we have of everything, because we have idea about chitta, we have idea about rupa, we have idea about bhavanga, birth. All these ideas we had before listening to the teachings. Even if we didn't call it chitta, we would have still idea about what is the mind and what is not. And so even after reading the teaching, we may still think in terms of mind and all the previous knowledge all the previous wrong understanding we had about the reality. But by listening to the right words from the right person, we begin to get closer to the actual reality, which the Buddha enlightened, and which and the teaching which has arrived have reached us after so many time. Still, we can still hear the teachings, and we can still benefit from them. But we are not like at the time of the Buddha, so we have to be more patient, and we are not Sariputta, which just a few words and then he became Sotapanna. We need to listen more than him. Because of different accumulations. We don't have the accumulations of Sariputta for sure. And who knows one's accumulations? Do you know your accumulations?
I don't know. I have no idea. I think mine is minus.
I don't know mine. I don't know. I can guess. I can have an idea about it, but who knows?
I think you're just as ignorant as me. But Kun Alberto, as we discuss it with in different languages, different meaning, and we study the old languages of the Makati or Pali, and we try to understand, and with the gracious of Ajahn and her kindness, her compassion, that sharing with us of the knowledge. And we all have to try to figure it out. And I know that you work with words. I'm also work with words, our profession is close. Then to understand each word, it's in a way blocking us from a normal day-to-day life that Western world had been educated us in the system, because we want a fast speed. We want to pass grade 1, we want to pass grade 2, we want to pass different grade and eventually receive a diploma. But วิท่านอาจารย์ had been teaching us is patience. How do you think that we could apply patience in understanding each word?
In the sense that patient in the sense that we don't have much accumulations of understanding, so we have to accumulate it. So we have to be patient in that sense, because it's not only this lifetime. It's samsara is long, and so time is not. We're not short of time. We have plenty of time to begin to understand. But we want to, as you said, we have the attitude of having results for what we do. We want to see the results. So, and that's part of the wrong understanding. We know that it's not right if it's wrong.
To follow what you were saying, that we know that we're not right. Actually, just starting to know that we are not right is actually hard enough. So what is right is even harder, I think. Would you like to talk more about, why you think about you're not right, or what making you say you're not right, and what is the right one? Yeah.
Yeah, it's not. I think it's not. In the sense that if it's not right, it has to be wrong. If it's not kusala, it's akusala. If it's not understanding, if it's not right understanding, it has to be wrong understanding. But it's and this is in terms of reality. But when we hear the word wrong understanding, we kind of say, "Oh, not me." Because we see wrong understanding as my wrong understanding, not as the reality which is arising now, and then it's it only stays for it cannot stay. It cannot stay, and what follows can be more wrong understanding, or there can be the understanding of the moment when wrong understanding is there, that it's wrong, it's not right, and or there can be the idea that it's okay, it's not that bad. Depends. It's changed moment for moment. So but every moment is me. It's I'm right, I'm wrong. I think I'm right, I think I'm wrong.
Okay, I think our time is up, and we have to continue in the afternoon. Thank you very much. Ranachan, thank you very much for this morning. And if you have other questions, you can ask us anytime, and Kun Samonma, Kun Nanpelto can continue at lunchtime. Thank you. Thank you very much.
So the benefit of this program is to understand oneself, how much ignorance and how much very, very subtle Dhamma is. That's why no hurry to experience anything, because at that moment, without understanding, it has to be by ignorance and attachment, which hinders instantly. And the truth is to have more confidence of the truth that is so very subtle. And that is the only reality which can prevent moment of ignorance and attachment and desire to reach the enlightenment, realize the truth, because it's quite far from this moment of ignorance. That's why learn to understand what is there, little by little, which will condition the next other moment with a little more understanding, just a little more understanding only. Otherwise, attachment is there again.